In 2003, Postal 2 shook the gaming world with its unapologetic blend of dark humor, open-world mayhem, and unfiltered satire. Now, 2 decades later, the cult classic is reborn in Postal 2 VR, a reimagined experience designed to push the limits of virtual reality. Developed by Flat2VR Studios and running with scissors, this VR iteration promises to amplify the original's anarchic spirit while embracing cutting-edge tech. But what can gamers expect? And does it deliver on their cravings for immersion and innovation? In 2025, VR gaming has evolved into a hyper-realistic playground where players demand immersion, interactivity, and unbridled creativity. Here's how Postal 2 VR aligns with these expectations. Gamers highly seek after experiences that blur the boundaries between the physical and digital realms. Postal 2 VR delivers with manual weapon handling, allowing players to reload guns, dual-wield, and engage in physics-driven melee combat with tactile precision. Gesture-based interactions let players flip off NPCs, wave, or provoke them, actions that trigger real-time reactions, adding a layer of unpredictability. The overhauled inventory system organizes weapons and items in a virtual space, mirroring real-world movements. These features leverage advancements in VR hardware, such as haptic feedback and eye tracking, to create a visceral, hands-on experience. The original Postal 2 thrived on its irreverent humor and absurdity. The VR version doubles down. Weapons and mods let players use cats as silencers, set buildings ablaze, or wield a rocket launcher with chaotic results. Memorable NPCs, including cult leaders, berserker elephants, and Gary Coleman, star in scenarios that defy logic. The open-world sandbox freedom lets players complete chores peacefully, or incite riots. The choice is yours. This blend of satire and absurdity caters to players seeking a break from formulaic narratives, offering a playground where creativity knows no bounds. Postal 2 VR surpasses gamers' expectations by delivering enhanced physics and gore, making dismemberment, explosions, and environmental destruction feel more visceral in VR. Standalone accessibility supports MetaQuest 2 and 3, PSVR 2, and Steam VR, avoiding PC dependency and aligning with the trend toward portable, high-performance headsets. AI-driven NPCs hint at adaptive behavior, a hallmark of modern VR titles, though specifics remain under wraps. The game's VR weapon system transforms combat into a tactile experience, allowing players to manually reload guns, dual-wield, and engage in physics-driven melee combat. Gestures and NPC reactions add depth to the game's satirical tone, enabling real-time interactions like flipping off characters or provoking them. The open-world design lets players explore Paradise, Arizona with minimal constraints, choosing between peaceful chores or inciting chaos. Finally, physics and gore amplify the game's chaotic charm, delivering over-the-top violence and environmental destruction that feel visceral in VR. Postal 2 VR isn't just a port, it's a reimagining. By rebuilding the game from the ground up for VR, developers address a core demand: authenticity. The original's cult status stems from its refusal to conform, and the VR version retains that rebellious spirit while modernizing its mechanics. For example, manual reloading and gesture-based interactions transform passive gameplay into active participation, making players feel like they're living the chaos. Postal 2 VR arrives at a pivotal moment for VR gaming. Trends like hyper-realistic graphics, social VR platforms, and cloud gaming are reshaping the industry. While Postal 2 VR focuses on single-player mayhem, its emphasis on immersion aligns with broader shifts. Accessibility. Standalone headsets and cross-platform play lower barriers to entry. Social VR. Though not a multiplayer title, the game's gesture system nods to the growing importance of player interaction in VR. AI and personalization. Future updates could leverage AI-driven NPCs or adaptive difficulty, though these aren't yet confirmed. Postal 2 VR is a love letter to chaos, designed for gamers who crave unfiltered freedom and dark humor. By merging the original's irreverent spirit with VR's immersive tech, it delivers a unique experience that's equal parts nostalgic and innovative. While it may not check every box for VR enthusiasts, such as social features or AI-driven narratives, it excels at what it promises: a sandbox of absurdity, where players can unleash their inner Postal dude. For those who've missed the original's anarchic charm or seek a VR title that defies conventions, Postal 2 VR is a must-play. As the gaming world hurtles toward the metaverse and hyper-realistic VR, this game reminds us that sometimes the best experiences are the ones that revel in pure, unadulterated chaos.